So I wanted to share with you guys my personal experience of getting paid for the first time from my AdSense from YouTube, and kind of what you should expect and look out for, and some things that you will definitely stress out over, but you really shouldn't. At least I flipped out pretty hardcore, and then I just did some research and everything calmed down. And rather than you just experience this by yourself and be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's happening? I'd rather just walk you through it and let you know what's going on. So as you see in the background, I actually took several screenshots of some stuff that was going on my channel. I was playing a video game with Sylv and with Verb, and I have the YouTube Creator Studio app on my cell phone. At the time, my ad revenue for that month was at $12. And that's not too bad. I'm averaging about 50 cents a day, which is pretty good given the fact that I only have 1.5 K subs, and I only average about 400 to 500 views in a 24-hour period. So I'm actually doing pretty good in my opinion. So anyways, I was at $12. I checked the app for some random reason, and it's at $11.99. So I'm like, $11.99? I thought I was at $12, and I was like, it's just a penny, oh well, right? And I go back to playing my game, and that little voice in my head, that the nerves and being scared, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, what if something happens? What if they're taking all my money? What if they're canceling my AdSense account? What's going on? So I check again, and all of a sudden I'm missing 10 cents. I'm missing 20 cents. I refresh it again, I'm missing 30 cents. I refresh it again, I'm missing $1. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm literally, every time I refresh, another couple of cents is gone, and I'm like losing my mind. I'm like, where's my money? I earned this money, right? People watched my videos, and they watched the ads, and that, is how ad revenue works, and so people were interested in what I had to say and what I had to post, so clearly, I earned that money, right? Well, as you can see from some of the screenshots in the background, I only got the screenshots at like the last tail end of it. So my money goes down, 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 and down, and down, and down, and down, and then all of a sudden at the last second it went back up a little bit. So then I was like, oh, okay, so it went back up, whatever. So what you need to keep in mind is that it's called estimated revenue for a reason. It is literally just a rough estimate. So for the month of August, which for me, for the first time being able to have ads on my videos, was August 20th. So I had from August 20th to, the end of the month, which was only, not very long. It was less than 2 weeks. So for those less than 2 weeks, I was supposed to have made somewhere around $8 or $9 for the month of August. Well, in the end, after they did the estimated revenue and they calculated everything up, I made $7.07. So what you need to keep in mind is that is estimated revenue, and you need to not watch it like a hawk, or you're going to make yourself really sick and like worried about it for essentially no reason, especially in my case. In my case, it really was worrying about it for no reason whatsoever. I have been making YouTube videos for over a year and a half, and I've never had money from my channel before. So I'm used to not having money from my channel. Me getting money from my channel is not life-changing. It's literally just a little something extra. It honestly hasn't even impacted how much I upload, or the quality of my uploads, or even the length of my uploads, to be perfectly honest. I think I should take some of that stuff into consideration, and I plan on doing that, but for right now, it really hasn't impacted me very much. So you really, really need to keep in mind that is estimated revenue, and if you do want to check it once in a while, once a week, is okay, once a month, is pretty good. You just need to keep in mind that somewhere within like the first 2 weeks of the following month, they're going to mess with your money. So I had the month of August, and then it was around September 10th, maybe 12, 13, somewhere in those days. It was about 2 weeks into September. My money started dropping down. That was YouTube, or at least their system or whatever. They're checking the sources of where the ads and all that came from, just to see if things are legit, and they're adjusting your CPM. They're also taking a look at where the traffic is coming from, because obviously different countries have different CPM and things like that, so it may be overestimating, which in my case it was greatly overestimating, and to be honest, I have a feeling that it will probably always greatly overestimate. So my money went down, 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 and went down to like $7.07 for the month of August, and I was like, oh no, what's happening? Well, don't worry about that. Let it do its thing. It's all good. It then took another 24 hours before the money was added to my AdSense account. So I was seriously, like I said, I was overly flipping out. I was scared that I was going to lose my channel, scared that I would lose my ads. This is a year and a half of my life. I put a lot of stuff into this channel, and this channel has probably, honestly, been a huge factor for why I'm single right now. So I didn't want to lose all the work and progress that I put into it. And with me getting into motivational stuff and trying to help other people now with my channel, I really, really didn't want to lose it. So don't be scared about that. Try to check your ad revenue as little as possible, once a week at the most often, and definitely check it obviously at the end of the month to see how well your month did, and then obviously 2 weeks into the following month. So kind of an every week to every other week is a really good way for you to check it, because otherwise you are going to stress out over, oh man, I made this money and that money and that money. Another thing that you guys really got to watch out for is demonetization. So I already have one video that got demonetized. I made a video called The Power of Hate, and it was a motivational talk video. It was my first attempt at a motivational video, and it was a personal philosophy that I am still currently in the middle of developing, and I also have plans to write a self-help book with The Power of Hate. The fact that it is called The Power of Hate, YouTube kind of registered it and thinks that it's hate speech, and so they demonetized my video. Well, to be perfectly honest, I put that video up a few weeks ago, so it kind of already made the money that I guess it would make. There is a kind of thing where you get money over time, which works out very well for my channel. My top earning video is a video that's almost a year old, so earning money over time is a real thing, and that kind of does put a damper on that video itself. But I'm willing to let it go because it didn't give me a strike on my channel, and my channel is still in good standings, which was my main issue. So when you check your videos and stuff and you see that green money icon, you're good, you're golden, it's all good. When you get a yellow one, that means that it's limited ads to no ads, that it is kind of basically been demonetized to an extent, and that is where that video is. It's in the yellow. As long as you don't start getting red ones and you guys aren't using copyrighted material and stuff like that, you'll be good. If something does go yellow and you do have enough subs where you can repeal, you need 10,000 subscribers in order to get a human to actually check the video out. I do not have that, so I'm willing to let this one go. I'm willing to chalk it up as a learning experience, and I hope that you guys, will do the same thing. Like I said, if you're like me, if your channel is a hobby, then getting paid isn't the goal and isn't really that big of a deal, and that is how it is for me. Obviously, any extra money that I can get from this would be amazing, because it is nice to get paid for something you're passionate about and something you put the work into. But the main thing about this video, the number one thing that I want to stress to you guys, is not to stress. Okay, don't worry about the AdSense. I know it can be hard to not look at that day after day. It is a learning experience that you will have to learn to let go of. I know every single day when I log into my channel to reply to as many comments as possible, the first thing you see is the dashboard, and the dashboard does have a box on the right side that does say what your current revenue is. So it is hard to look at something dead in the face and then not want to click on it to check it out. Like I said, I would recommend that you just stay focused on what you're doing. If you're on there to upload a video or to edit your video afterwards, to maybe add your end cards and everything, it's nice to look at the ad revenue and go, hey, that's cool, but don't let it affect you. Don't let it cloud your judgment too much, okay? If you're on there for a certain reason, focus on the reason that you're on there. Narrow your vision. I mean, that's a good thing just in personal motivation anyways, is to narrow your vision to what's important. Don't get overly distracted by the little things, okay? I am telling you that your ad revenue, it will drop. You are going to if you check it day after day after day like I have, your CPM is going to drop every day. Your ad revenue, every month, it's going to get a bunch of it, dollars and dollars just taken away. So you really just focus on what you're doing. If you're doing a good job, the money will come eventually. And like I said, it took me a year and a half of doing some grinding and trying to figure out who I am and what I am as a channel. And I actually started getting paid before I was able to figure that out, which is kind of cool. But again, my journey on my channel here is far from over, and there's a lot more stuff that I plan to add to my channel. Although my name is Antusj Gaming, eventually I will drop off the Antusj and I will drop off the gaming and I will just be Antusj. And we'll see what happens from there. So I hope that you guys took something away from this. Like I said, just try not to focus too much on the ad revenue, because it can be extremely stressful, and honestly, you just don't need that stress. So just, like I said, check it once a week. Understand that it's called estimated for a reason, and that when they actually do go to pay you, your money will drop. But when you see your money going down, you need to think of that as a good thing, because hey, I'm about to get paid.